Ha ha ha. Sunny and warm. 80 degrees today. Woohoo! There's the sun, and here's me. I was out in the sun a little bit, but I got involved in a project. A lathe project when I'm glue. The one I built myself. Hmm. An old Wade lathe tailstock headstock I got free shipping, $100 on eBay a while ago last year. Oh, I decided to make a lathe with it, so I went and improved it. Meaning that a lot of old American castings, old machine tools, are really not that good. Holes in the casting, but this is reasonable, kind of a reasonable old thing that I improved by adding I think it's an inch and a quarter bar. I'll show you. This little girl will show you what I made. Little girly, squirrely, loopy son of a gun. Hi, doctor. Hi. So I made some stupid videos yesterday and uploaded them, of course, which you've seen. I'm good at doing ridiculous videos. Or dynamic videos, like on warships. What is this stuff? Metal chips. Ooh. What are they ridiculous? What? I don't know. I do my own videos on the Navy ships on top of the superstructure, so like the ships going by, as well as me taking apart the cannons. So if I worked on 4 warships, that's total 8 artillery pieces, dual mounted 3-inch 50, 3-inch 70. 3-inch 70 is a lot more complex than a 3-inch 50 because all the ammo is, you got machinery, ammo machinery underneath you. A rotational device that picks the shells up from another device. Rows and rows of shells are moved along by all this machinery, 71,000 moving parts. I love taking that apart, and I learn a lot by doing that. Putting it back together, I probably could. But as artificial reefs, the Navy, the warships, had to be cleaned. So my responsibility was all the electronics and all the artillery. Somebody likes my tongue moving around. It works pretty good, my tongue. I got some white stuff on it because I ate something. My friend from China sent me all these unique herbals, powders, and things that are antivirus type things, which work for me just great.
I mentioned the word virus. Am I going to get shunned on YouTube? I don't know. Oh my god. I gotta delete all my stupid videos.
Look up to the ridiculous time frame of now. So it looks like the president, or whatever he is, or lunatic, or psychopath of Russia pretty well destroyed himself as well as his regime. Kind of the steps little baby Trudeau is doing, them kind of not as dramatic as that, but that's disgusting. So, a Oh, bloody, there's going to be a lot of war crimes, that's for sure. That's pretty unbelievable stuff to watch. Sickening, actually. Disheartening, and it really makes you wonder about humanity. But, you know, the killer species in basically in all creatures, humans as well as animals, you know, prey and eat everything up. People like eating. So everything likes eating things. I only like to eat when I'm hungry. I don't like eating stuff in the morning or in the afternoon. I'll eat some good, healthy stuff in the nighttime. Anyway, that's a whole different world. Let's push it aside for now. That's all you can do until things can get rectified. I guess if it happened in my country, I'd take up an AK-47 and rocket launchers. What the hell? I know I do those kind of things when people are in trouble. A lady being raped, I went after the rape. Got her safe, and the rapist ran away, and also a cop. I told you this before. I know I repeat myself a lot. Police officer's gun was pulled by a suspect or a lunatic. I had to intervene and take the gun from him and put it back in the police officer, Vancouver Police Department's, the guy's holster again. Grabbed the suspect's arm and he got him, the cuffs on him. What a dramatic scene that was. But this is what I do. So something takes over. It must be my old I don't know, I reincarnated something, maybe. But I was always taught that kind of thing. Even caught a rapist of kids. Let me see, Michael Angus. I wonder if he's still around. The guy's name was Kinney. He was sexually assaulting young boys. He had a paper shack on Crescent View Drive and Edgemont Boulevard. And he used that as his gathering or victim area. So I noticed these weird things, and I told the RCMP who wanted evidence, and I gave them evidence, and they actually nailed him, the old pig. What he would do, Kinney, would give so-called medical exams. He's not even a doctor, he's just an overbearing, fat, giant character, you know, but I had to put him away, and we put also, what's his name away? Recent events. Did not know this, about this, what was his name? He had a free energy website. He came to Gold Beach, and there were some incidents that happened. We contacted the FBI who worked it out. Agent Ross of the FBI back east. And they nailed him. Why can't I remember his name? Oh my goodness, so many names to remember. So that was another incident. He's behind bars now. But he had a free energy website, and he would talk about all these people that were doing free so-called free energy. And so a lot of it's just hoax, you know, or deluded individuals who thought they had free energy, but nothing, you know. What's his name? Come on, John, get those brain cells working. Anyway, that's some recent stuff. Consulting adults should do anything they please or think or dream of, as long as it's not killing. You know, S&M and fetishes, it's all fun stuff, by the way.
Hi, my fetish is ice cream. I love my ice cream, doctor. Oh, doctor, don't want to spread my chops.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh here we go again, ranting and raving like a loopy one, which I love doing. Maybe it's therapeutic too. So being agoraphobic, I went to Ukiah. Had to take half of Zonix, which is 0.5 mg, one half of that, which worked. Kind of made me dopey, but it's all a neurosis, basically, and a proper way of dealing with it. The total relaxation exercises that encounter. I'm so damn lazy, you know. Is to encounter it, and you relax all your muscles and think about it, thus eliminating the habit of having anxiety when traveling open space. Now, what's interesting about the open spaces, my little character, I could travel on a ship, train, bus, aircraft, a van, truck, and I'm okay. I mean, good lordy, I travel around the planet quite a bit, right? Egypt, Japan, Korea, Austria, and Germany. However, if I'm in a car, it bugs me a lot. I just go way back to the Golden Gate Bridge when I was about 5 years old or even younger. Something about open spaces, and as I keep mentioning, I was in Happy Acres for a treatment of it, and nothing they could figure out except call in a expert from the United Kingdom who realized relaxation exercise is basically the cure in mind and free association, which is very true, and that is the cure. Anyway, I wandered off from vintage machinery to this kind of stuff. I practiced a lot on the warships, climbing up on the superstructure. I would relax a certain height, then I'm relaxed now, and I go up another height, and different stories up all the way to the top. I'm pretty good at that. That's kind of like wow. But you know, you got to keep doing it, and they're gonna have it. Which I'm lazy in not doing these things. 13 minutes of talking. Excuse me. I suppose that is cigarettes. Time for another damn cigarette. And remember, if you smoke, take PABA, para-aminobenzoic acid, L-cysteine, and lots of vitamin C. PABA is an interesting B vitamin, not talked about much, but was talked about a long time ago with GH3 by the Romanian life extension formulation GH3. And Dirk Pearson talks about PABA in his book called Life Extension, The Practical Scientific Approach. So I do about a gram a day of PABA, and I don't arginine, a lot of different things. I'm going to soak up sunlight when I can.
Hot cross buns.
Why did they say hot cross buns? Well, I'm free associated and being verbal. That's what I was taught by psychologists. Wee Willie Winkle. See, I free associate is something that goes in my mind all the time. Different thoughts. I like the sunlight like that. Ooh, look at me.
Hi. I'm a hot babe.
Oh, we just almost got something there. Let's try that. Oh, I took the, let's see. I took a test online. It was a transgender test. You answer all these questions, and I got 155 possible transgender, it said, or androgen. Thank God I'm not a man. You know, men, they are aggressive things. Big truck. Got a big truck. Arrgh. Or beer drinking, shouting, screaming lunatics, basically. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh. Whoa, whoa.
Hi, I'm your little light.
So I have feminine qualities, which I like. Doesn't bother me any, and I do like my banana. Let's call it that. The big cahoons, or whatever you call them. Ah, so nothing too gross. So I'm your haughty little androgen person. I'm really getting kind of opening up here on the social media garbage. Doesn't matter to me. I know I spook some people and they don't know what to think. They call me dear or darling sometimes on the street. The one time at Creekside, some lady didn't. She said, "I'm so sorry. I don't know what to call you. Are you a woman or a man?" I said, "Guess I'm a man. I don't know. I don't really care." Study your Psychology Today handbook. You'll find a lot of cool things about psychology and humans. If you have the internet trolls, look that up. Because, as I mentioned before, my dad had a massive amount of books, being branch manager for Western North America. I read psychology books, Who's Who in the Zoo, even Edgar Allan Poe, and all these different works. He had quite a book called, not Who's Who, but I think maybe it was Who's Who. Thousands of names of people that you would never hear about but did interesting things. It was quite an amazing book. Also, Gaskell's Compendium of Forms and Etiquette of the 18th Century was quite interesting to read, too. Anyway. I'm going to get that light there.
Hi.
The Glowing Queen. Let's see how silly I can look. Ooh, that was weird. I think it's too bright. I'm doing my tongue thing for fans that like my tongue. Fans who love my tongue. Ooh, that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Wow.
I'm gonna get that light there. It's kind of funny looking. I'm the glowing nutcase of good. Well, that is bleaching me out, so if I go in the shade, what happens? Oh, I should show you what I'm doing today. Oh, it's called Dear Today by Ladies. Oh, wow. I went to a dental information. They call me dear.
I'm a deer.
Well, they call me dear. Hi, dear. Do this, dear. Do that, dear. Now, they could have called me... What's another name for something? A bear? Do this, bear. Do that, bear. Or skunk. Yeah, I know what they mean. I am glowing. So anyway, I got Nancy to get some documents, but not all of them. What I'm interested in is that the end of the bar was examined in Germany, and I want to see if I can find it. I know it's online, the actual picture. Dr. Andrew Makrowski talks about it. It's what Roland and his group in Germany found was a dense kind of material with this very dense piece in it or something. I'll look on my old blogger, John K. Hutchison blogspot.com. Waiting on the edge of forever. I hope somebody can hack it and get some information out of it, because I have no idea how to even use a blogger. I just post and post and post and post stuff. It was around 2000 time frame. A lot of stuff I totally forgot about, but it's like thousands of posts on there and pictures. So that info might be there. Oh, hold on. I'm losing it with this thing. Yeah, I know girls like doing that with their hair. And then, Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Something Fuzzy Wuzzy did. Yeah, that guy I talked about, that Agent Rosnail, came and looked like he was moving into Nasika Beach. I said, what's going on with him? I don't know. I wish I could remember his name. I haven't thought about it for a long time until something popped up. I talked about the war and then what I would do. So let's take a look at what I did today. Oh, look at that. Okay. Crybaby. The light's quite different now, isn't it? So, I'll go over here on the floor. So you see, I mentioned yesterday I was going to move that lathe, so I got involved to take it apart. The one I built, okay. You put legs on this piece and mount it on the floor, and those are the legs over here. Oh yeah, I can see it too, okay. So those goes underneath this thing. These are two thick H-beams, spaced apart by heavy steel, and it looks like a good lathe. Anyway, get down on the floor.
Wanna join me on the floor? Wanna join me on the floor?
Well, I like working on the floor sometimes. Anyway, so let's zoom in. Gotta move this out of the way here. Let me just position this thing. It looks like I can see it too. I did this piece of steel here. Had to cut it with the hacksaw and then file it to shape and insert it, drill holes, tap holes. Let me just reposition it. Grade 8 bolts, 1/4 inch JB weld. It is fairly good casting, except I wouldn't call it really good. And it was actually mounted on the bed by these side pieces, which is, in my opinion, not very good to do. Onto the bed of the lathe. Instead, I'm gonna still mount it this way, but I'm gonna add a 3/8 hole here, which is tapped in, and that'll go underneath and make extra strength. So this is some of the vintage machinery that they would make. I don't know, the 1920s maybe, or before that. In my opinion, this should be all solid metal and not this casting crap design stuff, you know. But it's usable. I'm gonna put all the parts over here, as you can see. And this guy is heavy, but bad design as these things. Split here, you know, kind of thing. If somebody in the machining would know what I mean. They always tend to crack or break in time. Not a good design. So, people that say Chinese stuff is junk, it's more improved stuff. So I can rebuttal by doing that with good old American stuff. I'm going to try and put this here.
American?
Yeah. Oh. Stay there, I hope. I got lots of washing up to do because I got a little bit on my hands of the glue, JB Weld. So this will be, oh yeah, I forgot to point out, I moved, designed it so that the least pressure, somebody who may be doing something here, the hole as close to this piece here as possible. Although I could have glued it together and then drill a hole and tap it, but no, this is pretty good. 4-jaw chuck I mounted myself with a drill, turning the faceplate around, and I managed to get exact measurements, and the chuck just fit on Poy's feet. So that's my little experience on machining. Learn something new every day, right? So tomorrow should be dry. Then I work on this. Where are we here? This whole part here, this two H-beams joined together. I take that, turn it upside down, and put those legs on. Probably 1/2-inch bolts are perfect for something like that. I guess the total weight of this is almost 300 pounds compared to the other lathes I have. 500 and up to 8,000 pounds. Oh, shit, I'm trying to avoid getting my finger in the way here. Ah. Stick it here for now. Oh. Pants keep falling off.
My pants come falling off. Oh my goodness, Mr. Spock.
So that's the stuff I'm doing today. And we got our friends here. Oops, upside down. Being rather Three Musketeers, huh?
Hi. Oh, wow.
They look like they're saying something like,
Wow. Wow.
I guess that's when the voltage comes out of here and they go,
Wow.
oh.
Wow.
Okay, that's silly stuff, right? Oh, wow. So slightly stung by that little piece of Xanax I took, but oh well. What else can I talk about that makes any sense? I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer, Barbara. Barbara! Barbara! I don't know the answer. Barbara! Where's my hot chocolate, Barbara? Guess where that came from, by the way? Twilight Zone. He made a robot. Starred Robbie the Robot from Forbidden Planet was in it. And he was always saying, Barbara, where's my hot chocolate, you useless piece of blah, 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 blah. So I got that stuck in my head. So I keep repeating it when doing these ridiculous, silly videos.
Ah, wow. Dominion.
Mark Solis, the scientist in Louisiana who visited me, would say that. Mark A. Solis, friends of Mrs. Roddenberry, by the way. I wonder how Mark's doing. He put up a website for me. Damn pantaloons keep falling off. I did say that before, didn't I, number one? Well, so I got a bit of engineering in today.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Bill.
Gotta fix this. This came off its trolley. Good for 3 tons. Mounted it up there. It's good for moving and manipulating stuff around. Fairly strong piece of steel, really anchored well in there. No chance of it falling off. I remember at KS1 Electrical Machinery, they'd have these rails with chain hoists. You just press a button and you can move it around anywhere. So this little fellow is a lathe that's well made. No slits there. So Seneca Falls number 10. And the other project I'm doing, of course, is the legs for it over there. Can we see over there? No, not quite. But I showed you that in another video. So that goes on, those legs. Just waiting for a couple of pieces of steel to rematch it. Now what I did do, how I got involved with this, I bought the bed. Then I bought the cross slide. It's all different sellers on eBay. Understanding interchangeable part technology. It's cool. It's nice and tight. We adapted a closing lathe compound to it. So this goes on there and I'll mount a motor. So this is a really cool little antique lathe. Castings are very well made on this one. Very dense, very not as black as rotten old iron. It is iron or cast steel. Hey, how long have I been doing this for? Oh my God, 35 minutes, Matt. Barbara. 35 minutes, number one. Hello, welcome to the BBC Home Office, broadcasting live. Yours truly, John Kenneth Hutchison, somewhere out there. News, top stories. The weather has taken a turn for the west. Today we interview our correspondent, Mr. Dingy Dong, who's over there on the South Pole. Tell me, Dingy, what's going on the South Pole? What is the news? Tell us.
Oh, it's all kind of melting.
Melting, really? That's so disturbing. You think global warming is a real threat to humanity?
I do.
Oh, right. Well, you know, if it's melting, it's melting. What can you do?
Get a refrigerator.
Refrigerator? How would a refrigerator help melt that or prevent melting?
Well, it goes like this. You put some water in there, and it freezes, and you throw it back outside.
I say that's a rather simple solution, isn't it? Lordy, I didn't think that's possible. That's a lot of melting ice to refreeze.
I know.
How about if we freeze your brain?
Freeze my brain.
Anyway, that's the end of the news for BBC Home Office in London. So what do you think of my news story? Totally ridiculous. Always looking for different angles. What's this doing? Different angles to... Okay. Why is that? I don't know why that is. Guess I accidentally knocked it over. If it was down here, then sometimes I'm mistaken it. Oh, great princess.
I'm a great princess.
Well, I think it's... This video is kind of monotonous. Windshield wiper. The wind tongue.
I got a hot tongue. Ouch.
So we do a video outside in the sunlight. See what time it is. Okay.